welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a high school advice video. I've already had 2 years of high school since I live in England and it is slightly different to America. A few of you actually requested this video, so I thought I would do it for the few of you teaching groups. So basically the way that my school does it, we find out our teaching groups either on the last day of our summer holidays or on the first day of school. If you're with none of your friends, try and speak to as many people as possible so you can make a lot more friends. When I first got to high school, the thing I was most worried about was making friends. I kind of got ditched on the first day by the people I already knew, but I will say try and talk to as many people as you can. And most people should be friendly on the first day. You will obviously learn their personalities as you go through school, but on the first day it's good to try and talk to as many people as possible and try not to be rude to anyone. And with teachers as well, on the first week they won't care whether you are late to your lessons on the first week. You don't know your way around, they can't blame you for that. You're not going to instantly know your way around the school. Your school could be small, school could be huge. It doesn't, the teachers cannot blame you, and they won't blame you for being late to any lessons unless you skip the whole lesson. Like, that is kind of unacceptable. But yeah, don't worry about meeting teachers and being late for their lessons for the first week, because you don't know your way around and it's not your fault. Timetables, peer pressure. Don't get peer pressured into anything you don't want to do. Like, I am personally very good at saying no to things, which sometimes isn't such a good thing, but I am pretty good at saying no to things, so I don't really get peer pressured into things, but I know some people do, and some people are very easily led into things that are not good, and that could get you in a lot of trouble. Just don't get peer pressured into anything you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it. Even if, just think, if those friends, if your friends are trying to get you to do something you don't want to do, and they know you don't want to do it, and you're telling them you don't want to do it, they're not your real friends. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get a lot of hate for this, and I probably will, but if they're trying to get you to do something you don't want to do, and they're still trying to get you to do it, then they're not your real friends, and you shouldn't try and keep on with them, because they'll reject you most of the time because you haven't done what they want to do. So try and talk to a lot of people so you can hang out with different people if your friends ditch you or try and get you into trouble or into something you don't actually want to do. So if you don't want to do that, then just go off with someone else. Just say, look, I don't want to do that. If you can't accept that, then fine. And yeah. Also, if you're lost in the hallways on the first day of school or whenever in the school year, then don't be afraid to ask anyone older than you. But I will say from personal experience, try not to ask any of the boys, the upper class boys, because they will most likely send you the wrong way. I'm not saying all of them will, but I wouldn't really take the risk. Most of the girls should send you the right way, but you can't really trust anyone, so really the best person to trust is a teacher to show you the way to class. While we're on the subject of hallways, like, always try and walk on the right side, because it's not a rule, but and not a lot of people in my school really do it, but to be honest, it makes life so much easier, because when you're walking in the hallways, everyone's pushing and shoving and everything, so if you walk on the right side, it's most likely to be clearer, like so much more likely. Also, on the first day of school, you shouldn't really be that person who shows up with so much stationery. Try and bring like your pencil case with the main stuff. Don't bring like like the full pack of Sharpies and loads of gel pens and everything. Don't do that. Just bring maybe one pack of something, and pen, pencil, rubber, protractor, all of that lot. Everything, the main things you would need, and maybe some colouring pencils. But don't be the person to bring everything, because first of all, everyone will want to borrow everything, and most likely it will all get ruined by the first day if you do that. And don't really do it any day really, just kind of bring dribs and drabs and stuff in. There are a lot of people who will talk about you and in horrible ways, and it's not fine, but it is fine at the same time because it's obviously gonna happen. All I'll say is ignore is the worst advice you could ever give to someone. Don't ignore it, kind of just laugh it off and be like, yeah, whatever. Like if they say something, I don't know, like people take the mick out of me for my hair all the time. And I get called dreadlocks when I have it in plaits. Like, I'm like, no, it's cane row. Okay, it's cane row, but if you want to call it dreadlocks, call it dreadlocks. Like, personally, I find that really irritating that people think it's dreadlocks. It's not. And if you know that that is right about you, then yeah, don't think that whatever. Try not to take personally what everyone else says, because trust me, they're either just jealous or just looking for attention really, because most of those people, they're just trying to find something to do because they're finding school boring. Boys, don't let them distract you. I know it's like, oh my god, he's my first boyfriend, oh my god this, like I have had a few boyfriends, and don't let them distract you. Half the time, like, to be honest, there are quite a lot of players in my school, and I have been out with a player. Not gonna lie, I've been out with a player. But just don't really, I'm not really bothering with relationships anymore. I kind of think, to be honest, it's just too much work, because school is one of the most important things. I know you probably hear this a lot, but you hear it a lot because it's true. Boys are going to distract you, but your school is one of the most important things, and it's not really true that if you don't concentrate in school, you're not going to get anywhere in life, because you might get somewhere in life, but it's extremely unlikely. I think the best thing really to do is just get good grades, and then, because if you could still get a job, because you can still get a job when you completely ditch school, but your manager or your boss will be looking at your qualifications and be like, either there's none there or they're just terrible, and you don't want them to be terrible or nothing be there because they won't employ you. So the best thing is just to do as best as you can in school, and don't let anyone distract you, especially not boys, and just keep to your work and make sure you get good grades so you are able to get good qualifications for your job in the future. So I actually think that kind of wraps up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and did you know if you do give it a thumbs up, then it will really help me out, because it actually kind of advertises and it comes up in more recommended for you feeds and other people's feeds, and it advertises it more. So please do that, and subscribe if you are actually new to my channel, and please leave down below in the comments what you want me to call this series, and also how you found my channel, because I am really curious to know. So yeah, share this video because sharing is caring, and it helps me out a lot. I love you all so much, and yeah, so bye!